Hello friends, Assalamu alaikum and welcome back in our elementary science class. So our today's topic is human respiratory system, and inshallah we will cover this topic. So first of all, I am telling you that what is respiration. Respiration is a chemical process which occur in our human body, and it is also occur in the cells. It happens in all living cells, including plant cells and animal cells. Plant cells also respire, and animal cells also respire, in which exchange of gases occur. The process of breaking down food molecules to release energy in living cell is called respiration. The purpose of respiration is to break food molecule and generate ATP from it, and these ATP is used for growth and function of different body cells. And the main food source of energy for respiration is cell is called glucose, and in plant food are made with the help of photosynthesis process, and with the help of respiration it is break down into ATP, which provide energy for different functions. And types of respiration, there are two types of respiration: aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic stands for oxygen, and an means without oxygen, we call it anaerobic respiration. So in aerobic respiration our food molecules are break down with the help of oxygen. The process of cellular respiration in which oxygen air is needed for the breakdown of food molecule, and it uses oxygen and glucose when react with oxygen. This is glucose when react with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide, CO2, water, H2O, and release energy in the form of ATP. It is continuous processes happen all the time inside the cell of animal and plant cell. Respiration occur all the time in daytime and night time in plants and animal cells. And the second is anaerobic respiration, means respiration without oxygen, and it's usually occur in microorganism, those organisms which we can see with the help of microscope. And it occur in the absence of oxygen. Glucose derived from food is broken down into alcohol and carbon dioxide, and also energy is released, in which small amount of energy is released as compared to aerobic respiration. This is glucose which is breakdown in the absence of oxygen, forming lactic acid, carbon dioxide, and energy. As compared to aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration produces lesser amount of energy because it happens because absence of oxygen, and in which glucose not completely break down. And here are some functions of respiration. It helps us to inhale and exhale. We inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide from our lungs, and it helps to filter inspired air, those air which we inspire just like as oxygen. And it produces sound, and it contains receptors for smell. When we smell something we can identify the odor, and it helps to remove waste gases including carbon dioxide from the body. When we exhale there is water vapors which remove from our body, and carbon dioxide. So difference between respiration and breathing, most of the people are confused between these two terms, what is respiration and what is breathing. So here I can differentiate both these terms. That respiration is a process of breakdown of glucose and produce energy, and it occur on the level of cell. And breathing is the process of inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. It is simple process in which we inhale oxygen, and it is passes down towards lungs, and exhale carbon dioxide from our nose. And respiration takes place in cell, and it takes place in lungs. It involves nose, mouth, and pharynx, trachea, alveoli, bronchs, and so on. And respiration is involuntary chemical process. It is not in our control. We cannot control our respiration. It is involuntary activity. And breathing is voluntary activity as an involuntary physical process. Or in respiration ATP is produced. There is no production of ATP because it is simply inhalation and exhalation of gases. So, what is external respiration? It means gas exchange across the respiratory membranes in the lung. Gas exchange on the respiratory membrane in the lungs. Air from outside environment enter from the nose or mouth through the inhalation. When we inhale our oxygen, in which simple oxygen enter from our nose towards lung. This is nose, this is mouth, this is our trachea, or we can say it windpipe. These both reddish color structure is our organs, and this is diaphragm, which move upward and downward during breathing process. So consists of two stages. Respiration consists of two stages: breathing, inhale of oxygen, exhale of carbon dioxide, and second one is gas exchange from the lungs, because in our lungs there are alveoli are present from where gases exchange and oxygen absorbed in our blood, and from blood carbon dioxide removed from our body. Between the blood capillaries and alveoli of the lungs. This is our chest and lungs. These are our rib cage. This is diaphragm, which move upward and downward. And in this process we inhale air, and in this process we exhale here air. And nose. Only external visible part. Composition: nose is composed of bones, cartilage, fibrofatty tissues, and nostrils. Nose opening: air entered through the nose through nostrils in inner side present here. And what does hair do? Hair filter our air, trap large particles. And this is our olfactory bulb, nostril cavity, nostrils, hard palate and soft palate. So, function of nasal cavity. It is a hollow space inside the nose called nasal cavity. Cartilaginous septum divide into two portions, open in pharynx. And this is mucus. It is sticky substance that is secreted by mucous membrane. And there is two main function of mucus: trap pathogens and dust particles, and make air moist and warm. So, function of cilia. Cilia is present in our trachea and bronchioles, and small hair-like structure. It is present in mucous membrane, and their function is to filter the air and to trap the pathogens, small organism, microorganism. So this is pharynx, commonly called throat, cone-shaped passageway and common space used for both respiratory and digestive system. Common pathway for both air and food. This is our pharynx, this is larynx, esophagus, nasal cavity and oral cavity. Here we will end our lecture. In next lecture we will continue our lecture from here, and if you have any query you may ask. Thank you so much.